Hey, what's up, everybody? It's WWE Rumors with Jackson Parker. Happy Saturday, everybody. Usually I don't live stream this early, and it is 8:06, I believe, right now in Florida. But yeah, basically going over the WWE rumors right now. Apparently, they're talking about having Drew McIntyre break up with Dolph Ziggler because I guess they see a lot of potential in Drew McIntyre. And on Raw, he did defeat Dean Ambrose, and he is a one part of the tag team champion already. Like back in the day, they were even discussing, when he first debuted in 2009, that he was the chosen one by Vince McMahon, was going to get a main event push, and then, he messed up, got in trouble, and he started jobbing, joining 3MB, etc. They're looking at Drew McIntyre right now, and they're saying, this guy here, we see a lot of potential in this Drew McIntyre guy. We want him to be the Universal Champion one day. And I kind of predicted this a while ago. On NXT, he was NXT Champion, main eventing, etc. Having matches with Cien Almas, Adam Cole, Bobby Roode, whatever. But Drew McIntyre, I mean, he's a big dude, over 6'4" or 5", I think. Not sure. Looks like he could speak pretty well, even though he's Scottish. He's a great wrestler. Looks believable as a champion. I mean, the thing about Drew McIntyre is I know he can play heel and face. Um, but what more will they put on his role as Universal Champion? Like, he's going to be the Universal Champion. Is he going to align himself with, if he breaks up with Dolph Ziggler, will Dolph Ziggler be a face and Drew McIntyre be a heel? And will Drew McIntyre align himself with anybody? Maybe have a team with him or whoever or whatever. I could see, and Drew McIntyre is already, I think he defeated Seth Rollins already. I don't know who he would feud with. I could look at a Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre feud. Drew McIntyre might even win the Royal Rumble. Who knows? Drew McIntyre and Cien Almas, I guess when he went to the main roster, he hasn't really gotten anywhere yet. He like Cien Almas. I'm just making an example. He's on SmackDown, but yet he's losing to Daniel Bryan, losing to AJ Styles. I see what they're doing. They're putting him in the main event scene. But the thing is, they're not really pushing him. They're not pushing him correctly. They should have started with Cien Almas, wrestling jobbers, then wrestling other people, and then becoming the United States champion, having a feud with Jeff Hardy for a little bit. They gotta start slow, but they start too fast. So now we've already seen AJ versus Cien Almas. We've already seen Cien Almas versus Daniel Bryan. Drew McIntyre, they could actually have a chance. So they're actually working him up, making him a tag champion. Then they might make him the Intercontinental champion later, for a little bit. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? But yeah, but Drew McIntyre being the face of the WWE actually sounds pretty good. But Drew McIntyre do so much with him. Here's the thing about Drew McIntyre, the feuds they need to do with him. Raw doesn't have a whole lot of people. They can see Drew McIntyre defending the title against Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, or Seth Rollins. They're the top phases of Raw that I could think of. And I guess Braun Strowman. But it's like Drew McIntyre becomes champion, and Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler are already with Braun Strowman. So, they make Dolph a face. Will Braun Strowman be like Drew McIntyre's bodyguard? That doesn't even make any sense. Because they think highly of Braun Strowman, too, although they're not giving him the belt. And also, what if they were to put Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre? Is it believable that Drew McIntyre can beat Brock Lesnar? No, not at all. But Drew McIntyre is the guy they're looking at now as, a top star in the business. But also he gets injured too. He got injured at Takeover and had to leave for a while. So injuries will set you back a little bit if you're not careful. But yeah, but this is wrestling rumors on what they're planning on doing, which we all kind of predicted that Drew McIntyre was gonna be pushed to the main event eventually, you know. But as far as Drew McIntyre goes, I guess we'll just wait and see. Right now, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, but not right now. I don't know who's going to beat Dolph and Drew for the tag championships unless they want Dean and Seth to do it a little later on. I mean, like I said, I know I said this before, but even Seth Rollins being the Universal Champion, even that would be okay, you know. I wanted Seth Rollins to be Universal Champion. I'm a Seth Rollins fan. Shoot, I even got one of his T-shirts here. If you can see what it is, take it out here. One of his T-shirts. You know, I got my own. This is the old one where it says Kingslayer, where he beat Triple H at WrestleMania. You know, Seth Rollins, he's beaten Triple H, he's beaten Samoa Joe, he's beaten Roman Reigns, he's beaten Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins has beaten a lot of people. Just beat Dolph Ziggler recently. Seth Rollins is kind of on a roll, but I don't see Seth Rollins being pushed to the main event. You know, I don't know. I guess Seth Rollins got injured as well, and almost got injured before WrestleMania 33. And that injury set him back. Injuries will set you back in wrestling. There's a lot of theories about it, like they wrestle too much. I mean, The Miz never gets injured, and Daniel Bryan's facing The Miz at Showdown, so we might see The Miz versus AJ Styles. Who knows? But yeah, these are just some wrestling rumors going on right now. Sorry I keep changing the subject. But it looks like they want to break up Drew with Dolph Ziggler and put him in a singles run and have him become the Universal Champion because he's the guy they think very highly of. But right now in wrestling, there's not a lot of people to think highly of. Not a lot of people they want to really push into the main event. And Roman Reigns, in my opinion, he's not the best champion. You know, Roman Reigns, he's just not, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Roman Reigns at all. I don't think he's a bad wrestler, and he's big and his matches aren't bad, but I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns. I don't totally hate him, though, but I see other potential in different guys. But a Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns feud would be great, even if it was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 35. However you want to do it. I can imagine a great entrance of Drew McIntyre coming out to the pipes and all that, you know, and seeing Drew McIntyre just being a top, you know, heel of the company. Still in Dolph Ziggler's storyline now. I think his catchphrase now. What do you guys think? Think Drew McIntyre will be a good Universal Champion? You think Drew McIntyre is that guy to be, you know, on top? I think he is. I think he will be. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm going to let you go now. I'm off today, so I'm going to find things to do. But yeah, just give me your thoughts and opinions. I'll live stream again on Monday, so hit me up on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And that's all I want to say. Have a nice day, and bye. And please subscribe if you'd like.